Good afternoon and welcome to this National League North clash between Bradford Park Avenue and Kettering Town. Kettering Town are in 21st place in the current league table and just above Kirsten Ashton on goal difference. So today they'll be looking to get a win to get out of the relegation zone. Their home side, Bradford Park Avenue, are currently in 16th place on 27 points and will be looking to extend that unbeaten run in the league to 6. Their last league match was against Celtic on New Year's Day. They drew 2-2 despite a sending off for Rhys Staunton in the 34th minute. Despite that sending off, he is still in the starting lineup today. Kettering Town also won their match away at Peterborough Sports with Gareth Storer with the 85th minute winner. So top scorer for Bradford Park Avenue is Jacob Blythe with 6 goals, so he will be looking to add to his goal tally today. This afternoon I'm also joined by Dan Hawkins, so what do you think of the game today going to be like, Dan?
Connie, I think this is going to be a really tight game. Kettering have a lot to play for, looking at where they are currently in the league table. Only behind just on points difference, I believe. But Bradford Park Avenue, like you said already, on an absolute cracking run of form. 3 games, 3-game winning streak before the Christmas break. We had those two draws against Fars and Celtic. But they're coming into today's game with a lot of confidence. Listen to how Jacob Blythe said and Mark Bower were speaking in the week. Coming into this game with a lot of confidence and trying to ride the way up the National League North. So I think it's going to be a really interesting game and a really exciting one too down here at Horsfall Stadium.
It's certainly going to be exciting. I'm going to be very intrigued to see how both teams play today. Just 10 minutes before to go kick off now, so let's a quick run through the team sheets. So Bradford Park Avenue are unchanged from their starting lineup against Fars and Celtic last week. George Sykes Kenilworth is in goal. Lucas is also start. Rhys Staunton, as I mentioned, is in the starting lineup despite his sending off. Mitch Lund, Luca Haven, Sam Fielden, Jamie Spencer, Simon Richmond, Jacob Blythe, Jordan Preston and Will Longbottom. There is an interesting name on the subs bench. Miles Baptiste is on amongst the substitutes bench after signing a contract with Bradford Park Avenue, as he's been training with the first team for quite a while now.
I think it's a real statement for the club, actually. That I think you just mentioned Miles. You mentioned Liam in a second as well, Liam Hall. But it's a real statement that they're really pushing their young talent through. Obviously, he's a non-contract academy player. He's been, like you said, training with the first team. So it'd be interesting to come off the bench how he's going to get on today.
And as for Kettering Town, Cameron Gregory starts, Frank Maguire, Stephen Morley, Brad Gascoigne, Sam Bennett, Gareth Storer, Keithan Ward, Rhys Sharp, Frankie Cooper, Ellis Miles and George Forsyth. They all start. On the substitutes bench for Kettering Town is Lewis White, Jordan Graham, Ethan Hill, Dakari Sheriff, Tyrone Laithwaite.
There's a couple of interesting names in there as well. Frank Maguire has just extended his loan spell from Sheffield United to stay with the club. So he's going to definitely be a name to watch out for. He extended on Wednesday. George Forsyth as well. He's another name that you've got to watch out for because he's extended his loan from Bromsgrove Sporting. Excuse me. That was announced yesterday. So plenty of activity among both teams. Plenty of not new faces, but a bit more consistency. Would you say in the starting lineups? So it's going to be interesting to see how those younger guys get on because. For especially Kettering, a lot of those players have a previous academy experience at good academies, Leicester, Wolves, a couple of Northern Ireland internationals as well in there. So they're definitely bringing the big guns at Kettering today. Bradford have to be careful.
Yeah, most certainly have to watch out for those players to Bradford Park Avenue. Just to mention, those loans were extended by just 1 month. So the referees today, the assistant referee is Jamie Waters and the other assistant is Thomas Mather, with the main referee William Davis.
Well, I think if we look at the standings currently at the moment, it's going back to that. Both teams have played. Bradford Park Avenue, played 24 games. Kettering only played 23. I think an interesting point with Kettering is that obviously they didn't play earlier in the new year. They only played on Boxing Day. They didn't play the early January game, unlike Bradford Park Avenue, who obviously got that draw against Farsley Celtic. They had a waterlogged pitch, I believe it was, that meant that it called that game off. But nevertheless, it's a 6-point game for Kettering. If they can get this, they go level on points with Bradford Park Avenue on 27. But for Bradford, a win for them pushes them into that top half of the table. Alfredson, depending on their results, they're Spennymoor too on 30 points. And then they're closing on Kidderminster or Peterborough on 32 and 33. So it's a real 6-pointer today. And also Bradford's looking at their record in terms of goals this year, 12 here at Horsfall. Kettering struggled really away from home. They've only got 8 goals out of the 21 they scored this year. 8 of them have only come away. So they really have to make sure that the strikers, whether that's that being Sam Bennett, who will likely play as a sole striker, it's going to be key for him to try and get those goals for Kettering if they want to get the points, if they want to rise up the table, because it's not make or break time just yet. But that's sort of April or May, isn't it, when you get to the back end of the National League North season? But this could be a real 6-pointer today.
Yeah, definitely worth a mention that Kettering need the 3 points today to edge themselves out of the relegation zone, which they're currently in. So definitely worth it, the 3 points today. We're just about 4 minutes now away from kick-off. The teams are ready in the tunnel and ready to go.
Just below us, they're making a lot of noise out there, Colin.
Yeah.
They're excited for this game, you can tell.
Yeah. The fans are also starting to pile in as well, ready for this National League North clash, also known as the local derby.
Obviously, the real benefit being here at Horsfall is it's a 4G pitch, as you Bradford Park Avenue fans know. A lot of games called off. You were saying pre-game, a fair few games have been called off, obviously, that have been on normal grass pitches because of that much rain overnight. It's pretty fortunate we're able to play today.
Yeah, we're very lucky. The sun's been out this morning, so thankfully the game is still on. And yeah, we're very excited for this National League North clash between Bradford Park Avenue and Kettering Town.
Fans are packing in. It's very lively over near the cafe area. They can probably, not sure if you can quite hear it on the stream, but there is a lot of noise coming from downstairs. The speakers are blaring, the hype tunes are going. It's building up really nicely, and there's a nice build of fans, like we've said, coming in as well.
Right, the teams are in the tunnel, ready to go. There's 2 minutes now before kick-off.
I think another interesting point to make is obviously it's been a fair while since these two teams last met. They last met on back in August, match week 2, and it was a draw on that occasion. It's one team's going to. I think this game's going to end in a result. There's not going to be a draw. There's going to be one winner.
Yeah.
Purely because both teams have to win, and here come the teams now.
Yeah. Walking out now. Bradford Park Avenue and Kettering Town. Yeah, as Dan was saying just before we cut off to the teams, it was a 1-1 draw back in earlier in the season. In fact, that was actually Bradford Park Avenue's first point of the 2023 season campaign.
They've really turned it around, haven't they, looking at the Bradford Park Avenue season so far. You look at the start, it was 3 points by October. They were absolutely nowhere near where they are now, but they've had an absolute miracle turnaround. They started with that 3-match winning streak, and then they picked it up with like we said, a 5-game unbeaten run. We're going to mention that a few times, I think, today, Connie. It's an astounding run that the Avenue have been on. They're wearing their traditional green and white kit, unmissable to our right-hand side.
Yeah, Kettering are in their black and red strip all the way today. They are on the left side of me with Park Avenue kicking towards the right-hand side in the first half.
Looks like Kettering are going to be the one that get the game underway. I believe we'll have won the toss. But of course, like we said already, if you're just joining us, a game with so much riding on it. Bradford on this great run. Kettering wanting to get out of the relegation spots. So the captain's just having a meet in the middle of the field. They'll be trying to settle the nerves, I think.
100%.
It's been a real temperature drop though. It's as I said, the sun was out earlier, but the clouds are coming over. It's a pretty overcast Horsfall Stadium now, but we're saying it's better than it raining.
100%. We love the warm, nice weather. Great conditions to play this game today. Looks like Park Avenue are going to be taking the first kick off.
Really stacked this left-hand side. There's 4 players from the kick-off that are to our closest side here at Horsfall. It's must be a 4-man defence, but all the attacks just been thrown over to this left-hand side. No one kicks off yet. It's an interesting strategy.
And we've kicked off now. James Spencer plays the ball back, and a long ball over, which has just gone right out of play.
A perfect start, some would say.
Perfect start.
Some would say a perfect start, giving the opponent the ball back.
So Kettering now with a throw-in on the right-hand side. It's headed away by Park Avenue. Another long ball sent forward by Park Avenue.
Well won there by Longbottom, and then a real great job from Luca Haven just to absolutely clear his lines. It's crucial just that Bradford get on the front foot, try to start building like they are here. Nice ball. There's a scaffold just getting in the way of our commentary position. We're just having a quick pause. It's difficult to quite see around what happened there. Got the camera guys right.
I believe it went out for a goal kick. There's 2 balls on pitch at the minute. Yeah, the ball's just been sent back to the Kettering goalkeeper, and we're ready to resume play.
I think it's a nervy start for both sides. We only played a master of seconds really. They were only about 90, but it's at 0-0. You can tell that they're just trying to work the nerves out of the system. And obviously the home, you'd think there'd be a bit of home advantage with it being Bradford Park Avenue as well. And hopefully they're feeling a bit more solid than Kettering, who will have travelled today.
Yeah, and that goal kick has just gone straight out of play from Cameron Gregory. He's just retrieving the ball back now.
It's very quiet, isn't it? Granted, we're the other side of the pitch from the fans, but it's extremely quiet. You hear a pin drop. And they really need to clear the lines here, Bradford. They're stuck in the middle of the field. Trying to get the ball in Kettering's half as much as they possibly can. And that's how you're going to build that pressure, I think. That's going to break that defence down. They're playing a 5-man defence. So using the edges is going to be key as well.
Yeah, ball plays out wide and long balls over the top look to be the plan for Bradford Park Avenue today. They're just working their way up the field at the minute with throw-ins just being thrown back into play now. Bradford Park Avenue have it at the back. It's gone straight back to George Sykes Kenworth.
Well, clearing his lines there from Sykes Kenworthy, just putting it right back in the danger zone. That's a really awkward challenge. Taking a minute. I think that's Simon Richmond that's
gone down. The medical team are on, but the player is waving the team off. It looked like a head collision when both players were jumping up for the ball.
George Forsyth, but he's down on his haunches for Kettering Town.
Yeah, he's back up now though.
But we'll see which. She's getting well checked through, isn't he? Isn't he here, Simon Richmond?
Yeah. It looks to be alright though. He's on his back on his feet.
Don't be losing a player
This
like that this early.
Yeah, he's just leaving the field now, having received treatment, but he's okay to come back on, I believe. Yeah, he's ready.
Simple drop ball by the referee, send it back to the goalkeeper. So Kettering really starting out from the back again and trying to pump the ball forward this time.
That long ball is cleared by Park Avenue. Really clearing the lines today.
It's going to be. It's looking at Kettering's strategy early on. It's going to be a real tough afternoon for Luca Haven and Mitch Lund. We just see them trying to throw the ball over the top, over the top. It was a good clearance by Lund in the end, but it's going to be a busy afternoon, and they've really got to get to the man first, close the guys that are going to be sending those long balls in behind, and try to find guys like Sam Bennett, who, speaking after the Peterborough game, the manager was saying he's a goal threat. So watching that man, he's wearing number 7 today. So it's going to be crucial for the home side.
That recent long ball was just shepherded out of play and has been sent forward now by Kenworth. Has also gone straight out of play for a Kettering throw-in.
It'll be frustrating from the goalkeeper. I think that's the second time he's done that. I can see he's trying to look for Jacob Blythe. He's a tank man as he is. As Kettering looks to come forward here.
It's well cut out by Mitch Lund, that ball.
They got really lucky there, did the Bradford defence. Nearly got caught out. They could have had a man in behind there, Kettering. That's what's going to come though with the centre-backs getting a little bit more tired. Granted, yeah, okay, we've only played a matter of minutes, but if they're going to keep pumping the ball at those guys, they're going to get tired very quickly. And the last thing you want to lose concentration when Kettering, and give Kettering that space.
Yeah, Jacob Blythe applying pressure from the front for Park Avenue today. Kettering are on the ball at the minute though. As well cut out by the Bradford Park Avenue defence. Reece Staunton sends it back to his goalkeeper, who then punts it forward again. Bradford Park Avenue make first contact, and a foul is given.
Yeah, really good work from Bradford there. Really just applying pressure and like we just said, they can't be dominated, so they are dominating and really showing Kettering's front line. You're not going to bully us today. We're going to make you lose the ball and then look to use that counter-attack to our advantage and draw the foul there. So really clever from the home side.
Yeah, Bradford Park Avenue have a free kick just above the halfway line. Looks like Reece Staunton to take.
It's back to our penalty box. So we're looking for the big men in there. Jacob Blythe, one of them.
It's sent forward. Headed clear by Kettering, who then further clear it out for Bradford Park Avenue throw-in.
Really unfortunate there. You could See Blythe at the back post just looking to try and peel off around the marker, but the ball just didn't quite go over the top enough, and a decent clearance enough for Kettering. But Bradford still in a good position in their opponent's half now.
The ball is with Reece Staunton, who looks to go forward. Plays it across through the midfield. Going down the right hand side now. Nicely building up the play.
This is just what they need, Bradford. Bit of time on the ball, at the feet. They've had Kettering. Oh, that's a dodgy pass. Here they come.
Yep, Kettering are in. It's a good challenge by the captain there. Luca Haven.
Yeah, great. Keaton Ward just, it was a poor pass initially from Richmond, and Kettering were just all over it, and Ward breaking forward, but a crucial tackle by Haven in the end. It stays 0-0. Speaking really positively after the Peterborough game, the Kettering head coach, and was someone that was, when he was looking at how the performance was, it was a gritty performance. I think they're going to have a similar type of game today against a real gritty team. They do well to win the ball though here, Connie.
Yeah, 100%. Kettering are on the ball, and in the Bradford Park Avenues attacking third, which is being played. Cross coming in. It's well cleared by the Bradford Park Avenues skipper there. What a challenge that was.
And now they're playing the ball forward. Here we go.
That's unlucky there.
Just came off the back of Preston, it looked like, and the Kettering defender. But this is how we want it now. The game's starting to open up, getting some more chances. The teams are playing like they're looking for a goal, like they want a goal. It's exciting. It's really exciting that they're playing on the edge like this.
Yeah. Ball has just been sent forward now by the Kettering keeper. Well cleared by the Bradford Park Avenue defence.
He's unlucky there, Maguire. It's the lad from Sheffield United, on loan from Sheffield United. But nice work again from Bradford. Starting to build again. They just need to keep hold of that ball and not let anything happen like it did earlier. That's a nice ball looking for the box.
Yeah, long ball sent forward there, looking for Will Longbottom. He's just cut out by the Kettering defender. I think that's what Kettering need to do a little bit better. Pass the balls to the players rather than just punting it forward and hoping.
We've seen that a couple of times now. That's really bizarre, bearing in mind that when they have had the ball and caught Bradford on the counter attack, actually they have looked quite structured. But when the resulting team, like you say, punting it forward for the guys like Keaton Ward or Sam Bennett, it's not working. Whereas Bradford, it looks a little bit more constructive. You can see the guys making the run behind, like Will Longbottom just then. And they're also confident passing around the back like they are now too.
That was a great ball forward, that. Oh, that's unlucky.
Stuff there from pressing and draw a foul again, but it's quick as well.
Quick free kick taken quickly there.
They're just trying to inject that bit of pace, Bradford. They know that they've got Kettering on the back foot right now. And that ball was a bit unlucky, just went over the top and out of play to be a goal kick. But I think they know that if they can play with a bit of speed here, that it will benefit them largely, actually. Looking at, instead of going for a design play, a set play, actually, let's go a bit quick. Let's get those centre-backs and cause them some problems, because they haven't had much to deal with yet.
Yeah, Bradford Park Avenue need to dictate this tempo, and they've been going at a really fast pace at the minute, and I think Kettering is struggling to deal with that.
They do want to clear the lines there, but not quite good enough. It's getting on the ball back.
Just being set back to the goalkeeper.
Just need to get the ball on the floor here, Kettering, because it's bouncing around a fair bit.
That's a good ball forward. Jacob Leff is chasing the ball. It's well cleared by the Kettering defender. The Kettering forward is caught offside.
He was just getting a little bit eager there, wasn't he?
Yeah, just a little bit eager.
Also good read from...
The referee there.
Also good read from the Bradford defenders just to... yes, he mistimed his run, but don't give him that 2% chance that actually he might be onside, and give the linesman the benefit of the doubt.
Bradford building up their possession nicely. Just had a few passes around the back. We're in the Kettering attacking half now, Bradford.
Yeah, good work there from Preston, just hold that ball up, and it's frustrating those Kettering players. Which is a really good sign. They need to be disruptors and troublemakers. Really give something to deal with. Like that ball there from Staunton, that was a really nice ball. Looking for Blythe. But there's still a chance here for Bradford.
Oh, that's shot just wide. There from Jordan Preston. Just from outside the box. So lucky that just trickled wide past the post.
It's a really nice opportunity as well. He sat right on the edge of the box in the D, and it just fell to him. It fell to him at just the right time. It took a bit of a ricochet off a Kettering defender, but absolutely put his foot through it. Thought he might sneak into the bottom corner, but absolutely no way.
Yeah, it remains.
Real chances again.
Yeah, it remains still 0-0 here at Horsfall Stadium. Just gone out for a Bradford throw-in.
Need to really use this time now, the Bradford, because Kettering are on the back foot. They're frustrated. They're likely to make rash decisions, rash moves. We're only 15 minutes in, but if there's a chance, there's a chance. And here we go again, Preston again.
Yeah, long ball sent forward, but Preston just caught offside there. Needs to time his run a little bit better. But I do think the long balls over the top are going to be the way Bradford get into the game, because Kettering are failing to deal with these long balls over the top.
Just there, I wasn't. He didn't look quite offside to me. I'm judging on. I'll go on the referee's call. I thought he was just on personally. Yeah, absolutely. But it needs, like you said earlier, it has to be constructive. It can't be we're just going to hoik the ball forward because we want to hoik the ball forward. It needs to. That's how. There has to be the man making the run in the first place.
Yeah, Kettering are going forward now, just into the Avenue box. Well headed away now by Captain Luca Haven. Oof. The shot there by Sam Bennett is just caught by Bradford Park Avenue keeper.
That's really good work there. Maguire caused a lot of problems coming in. That lad from Sheffield United, like we say on loan, causing a few problems. It just sat perfectly for Bennett, who he could have driven it a little bit further into the box, but instead fancied his chances. I don't blame him for it either.
Yeah, another long ball punted forward in hook by Kettering there.
Got to be careful there, Bradford, because Kettering now got the wind in their sails.
That is a rash challenge there.
Flying in there. It
did.
was Longbottom flying on Alice Miles. We're going to see what the referee has to do here, because whether he led with the elbow.
Yeah, they're both jumping towards the ball, and Longbottom just kind of had the upper hand and completely took out the Kettering player. He's just had a word, the referee, with Longbottom, just no more than talking to that. There's a free kick awarded.
It's one of those that looks quite nasty, doesn't it? But you're never sure whether the referee. It wasn't a red card. We're not saying that at all. But
No.
you're never sure whether the referee might pull out a yellow, give him. But a verbal warning, I'll do nicely.
So Stephen Morley to take the free kick from the halfway line, sends it forward. Kettering do make first contact with the ball. And then a shot from the left hand side is just over the top of the crossbar.
It's just inside of the box, and it was a similar position to where Sam Bennett had a shot from. Just he had the time, no one was pressing. Thought about putting a bit of whip on it, but nothing doing, like I said, straight over the crossbar, easy enough for Sykes Kenworthy to deal with.
That ball forward then. Bradford did get the first contact, but it's been sent back from where it came from. There's a real scrap going on in the midfield. Winning the second balls are Bradford. There's a good block in there, big block.
He came right off the chest of Jamie Spencer, and almost fell from him as well, but done really well to retain the possession from the goalkeeper going and getting rid of the ball, the Kettering goalkeeper, should I say. Bradford again coming forward. This is a really open game now, Connie. This is great to watch.
Fantastic. Restarting him with the ball. Drives forward. He's played back inside towards the box. The cross is sent in, but it looks just too much on that ball. And it's gone out for a Kettering throw.
It was nice from Longbottom. Nice idea anyway. Just no one really making the run. Preston and Blythe were both sat on the edge of the area. There was nothing really on. They weren't really making the run into the box. There wasn't anyone coming in behind either. But cause a few problems. Get those centre backs, get those defenders in general actually just thinking on the feet. Asking the questions key.
Yeah. Bradford recycle the ball now and at the beginning. Another attack from back.
Just got driven back there, the Bradford man. It was really, really great work from Brad Gascoigne. Just applying that pressure and pushing Bradford back wherever possible. But they're in a better one now. They're right up by the box. They're getting obscured by the camera gantry.
Yeah, it's Bradford Park having him throw-in. Used a little bit of movement from Bradford. Ball is sent in towards Preston. The ball is not cleared from the box.
That's that 1-2 play in the corner from Staunton and Longbottom, really trying to get the connection going early in the game. That's an even better ball.
Sent forward by captain Luca Halen.
Just ran too long for Richmond, but he wanted to give it up on it. It was absolutely after it before it went out of play.
It's gone out for a Kettering throw-in. Bradford players did appeal that. They believe that was their throw-in.
They want to keep it alive though. Bradford, Kettering though, they're not giving up on us at all.
Bradford now have it at the back. It's played it across and they're attacking down the right hand side.
Need to give those fans something to start chatting about. I think Connor hits
Yeah.
a nice few chances, but Still silent over in that stand.
Yeah, they need a goal soon.
Bit of a speculative ball again, looking over the top, but Preston. Oh,
That's a mistake there. Kettering had the ball in the box. A great block from firstly Luca Haven and then Reece Thornton. It's gone out for a Kettering throw.
It's how Bradford have managed to keep that out. I'm not sure. It's another little mishap at the back, which we've not seen in the box yet. We've seen it higher up the field earlier on, but I have no idea what was happening there. Keaton Ward jumped on it immediately, tried a shot, and they got lucky that it's gone for a throw. But they've really got to keep the defensive mind on here.
Put into the box now by Kettering, headed away by Park Avenue. Ball is sent back into the Avenue box.
Danger signs going all the time here for Bradford. It's now Kettering's turn to have a bit of a go. Not giving up on it either.
Another long throw coming in from Reece Sharp.
Strong header to clear it out of the box, but only gets it as far as Miles. Oh, good save.
There's a shot from just outside the box from Ellis Miles, who's a save by George Kenworthy, and it's gone out for a corner kick to Kettering, the first one of the game.
That's not the first time the goalkeeper's been called into action. It's definitely been called into action more than Cameron Gregory, his opposite number, as Sykes Kenworthy, but pressure's really mounting here.
Corner sent in. Bit of a scramble. Oh, it's a goal for Kettering. Bradford failed to deal with that. George Forsyth rose highest. There's a bit of scramble in the box, but it's eventually gone over the line and it's 1-0 Kettering.
Well, I'm just saying they've had a lot of pressure on them at Bradford, Connie, and it's shown there for Kettering. Not the cleanest of headers in the first place from Forsyth, but he had enough on it just for it to beat the goalkeeper. A similar goal to one that Barnsley Celtic scored in the last game here. It's a header that went over the goalkeeper and into the goal. It's going to be a tough one for Bradford Park Avenue to come back from now, conceding early, like you say, 1-0. A big goal in the season of Kettering Town.
Bradford look back to attack now.
Jumping right back on it, Bradford. It's
yeah, they're attacking now with a corner kick at Bradford. Corner sent in by Will Longbottom there. Oh, that's a fierce hit.
Sam Fielding was that?
Yeah, Sam Fielding's unlucky there. Great save by the Kettering keeper, and it has gone out now for a goal kick.
That's a hit it first time, looking for an instant response. I think it'd have been very suiting of the game actually if they'd have managed to get one back, Bradford, on that. But just keeping Kettering knowing that they're there. That's all that matters.
That was not a great kick by the Kettering keeper. It's headed straight forward by Avenue today. Sent forward, Will Longbottom receives the ball, has a shot. Ooh! That was close, just straight over the top of the crossbar. Had a decent amount of power in that.
That's an awesome chance from Bradford. It was Fielding, who we talked about earlier. Nice wide lob ball for Longbottom, who was in acres of space. Could see the staff down on the touchline going mental because how they didn't understand that Ellis Miles had read what Longbottom was doing, and he had every right to hit that first time. From our angle, looked like a goal, but stays 1-0.
Kettering have the ball in the Avenue box again. Ooh. Keaton Ward just take a shot from inside the box there. It needed saving by the Park Avenue keeper. Just fingertips on it and it sends it out for a corner kick to Kettering.
It's end-to-end play at the minute. It's really entertaining football from both sides. It might not be the cleanest if you are a centre back or if you're a defensive player, but if you're a fan of attacking, then this is the game for you. It's absolutely end-to-end from the goal to two big Bradford chances, and now Kettering. We've seen the score from a corner once already. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, Bradford will be hoping to defend this corner a little bit better than the first one. Corner swung in straight on top of the goalkeeper, and the foul has been awarded to the goalkeeper for that challenge.
Look for the same player again. George Forsyth was right up there, but Bradford did a real good job to make sure he was marked by two people, and Bradford get lucky with the foul on the keeper. But it's a little bit shaken up, but I think it calls for a substitution.
He's just down on the floor a minute, having a little bit of a rest. He's back up on his feet now. Yeah, Park Avenue were lucky there to get the free kick on the keeper, because that corner did look very dangerous.
Well, they just did a very good job of using the in-swingers. They're not looking for guys out in the box. They're looking to play it clever out by the corner flag and getting another player to put that ball in. It's simple football, first time. Put it in the danger zone. See what they can find.
There's a free kick awarded there to Park Avenue, just above the halfway line. A bit of holding going on as the goal kick was sent forward. It looks like another Reece Staunton free kick to be sent forward.
Again, much needed. Needs to make the most of the opportunities the referees, or more importantly themselves, what they give themselves, Bradford.
The free kick is sent towards the back post, where Bradford have a number of players over there. It's cleared out by Kettering though for Bradford throw-in. It's good that Bradford are keeping this momentum though. Oh, that's just commentator's curse there. It's just gone out of play.
It just rolled out of play, just as you were picking them up on it. It was not a speculative pass. It was, I think that Lucas Odenston had decided they wanted a man to make a run, and that run was not being made. It's not straight out of play, and Kettering out throw-in. So it's not all bad though. Bradford are sat with that high line up above halfway, so should win the ball back.
Yeah, the long ball sent forward now. Was chased down by the Kettering centre forward, but was cleared just in the nick of time by George Sykes Kenworthy.
It's inspired play from Kettering. When you look at their away form this season, you get 6 points from 12 games. It's not the best when you compare them with Bradford's home form. We've got 16 points from 12 games. Yeah, they're showing here, Kettering, that they've come to play. They've come to play a gritty style of football. They're 1-0 up. Throw the form book out the window. Throw the stats books out the window. Let's show them how we can play. We've got a number of games before the end of the season. They could still survive in this league.
Yeah, most definitely. To keep the way they are going now in today's play, most definitely chance of getting out of the relegation zone. Just another Kettering goal kick.
I hate to be the person that says it, Connie, but a goal before half-time, I think, would highly suit Bradford.
Yeah, he needs to get back into this game as early as they can if they want to maintain their unbeaten run. so far.
It's not a point at which you know they deserve a goal, but they've had the chances and they've got the players, as we know, with Jacob Blythe spearheading that attack. They've got the players that can score these goals, but for impartiality, fair play to Kettering that
They're defending well since they've got the goal. That ball was just sent straight back to Bradford. They look to build again through the midfield. Ball sent wide, looking for a long bottom. It's cut out by the Kettering keeper. So look at Kettering. We're on the attack, but a foul is. Play has been brought back for a foul just near the dugouts.
yeah, it's Sam Fielding. He just looked to run Ellis Miles off the ball, and it's right in front of the lines and right in front of the dugouts. So it's optimistic again for Kettering. If you're a Kettering fan listening, then I think you'll be extremely happy with what you're hearing. Bradford just, as a simple matter of fact, clear this free kick, and get yourself back in Kettering's half. Start causing some problems.
Free kick is sent forward, but is cleared by Bradford defence. It's coming straight back to Kettering there. Bradford are now on the attack.
It looks to be a real nice counter-attack. They're claiming for a foul on Blythe, but they're coming back the other way with Kettering now. It's Miles.
Ball sent in by Frank Maguire. Is just too much on that and has gone out for a Bradford goal kick.
They need to be really careful though now, Bradford. Like we've just seen there, Kettering have it in them to push on and make an opportunity for themselves. They slightly caught complaining to the referee and said it was Kettering play to the whistle, carrying on down this right-hand side, and thankfully there was no danger.
Yeah, Bradford are lucky enough to survive that. They're on the ball now, are Bradford. It's been sent out wide. Jacob Blythe is chasing the ball and closes down the Kettering attack, and it goes out for a throw-in.
It was run out to ball for Aldinston actually to try and find Blythe. We've not quite seen that yet in this game. Done quite a good job of keeping the centre forward quiet of Kettering's defence. But just keep plugging away with that, and you've got a player with some quality and definitely some goals in him.
It's a block there by Kettering midfielder. And they're just edging their way up the pitch now with throw-ins. It's sent forward. Oh, did Bradford have just given another throw-in?
It's better than them keeping the ball in the field of play. Kettering have, like say, of trying to build a bit more pressure.
And
the guys doing the job, just getting rid of it, getting it out of play. Don't worry about it.
That was a risky throw-in. Jacob Blythe was chasing that down and has forced the mistake.
A real nice press. We need to see more of that towards the back end of this half. We've only got 1-0 to the visitors. It's about 13 minutes plus a little bit of injury time as well. A couple of stoppages. The guys up front need to start pushing and start pressing when they can. Winning that ball forces those mistakes because Kettering have it in them.
Yeah, the Kettering defenders do look a bit nervy when the high press is on from Bradford. That didn't look a foul. Looks like Fielding won the ball.
Someone's just turned the lights on. It's
lights
blinded
come
for
on.
a second. It has become quite complicated actually, but as I think a Bradford Park Avenue fan over in that stand will tell you, Connie, it was a controversial foul. They were not happy that that was given.
Yeah, I don't believe it was a foul. Captain Luca Haven slid in and won the ball, and he's just received a talking to by the referee, who initially let the play go on and then decided to award the free kick. The ball is sent forward into the Bradford box. It was well dealt with.
It was really able to press and look to flick it on to Blythe, but here come Bradford. This is a real good opportunity, Connie.
Long bottom with the ball, driving towards that Kettering defence, and plays it back into the midfield, who then send it out wide to the other side of the pitch. He dribbles forward. There's a little bit of fancy skill and eventually gets the ball into the box, but it's just over the top and goes out.
Glorious opportunity that was. It started with Will Longbottom. Preston was there in support nicely actually as well.
Just needed a final better ball into the box, and it would have been an opportunity for Bradford to equalise before half time.
Good vision as well from fielding, to spot Odinson out on the edge, and although it didn't come off for him that time, still nevertheless managed to push the box. We'll probably look for a touch off a Kettering man if he wasn't looking for the goal, which I don't think he was, looking at the tight angle he made for himself. But it's a real good opportunity for Bradford. But these good opportunities are stacking up. It's when they actually make these opportunities into goals.
And goal is coming soon for Bradford. Plenty of opportunities they've had. Ball is just being played around at the back. Reece Staunton is in possession. He just sent it back to his goalkeeper. He sends it out to the middle to Sam Fielden, who then sprays his pass out wide. A long ball over the top. Just misjudged and has gone out for a Kettering goal kick.
Still Kettering 1, Bradford Park Avenue 0. It's getting a little bit desperate towards the end of the half. I think Kettering are just trying to blow in and really wanting to go when that half time was to go. You've still got 5 minutes plus injury time by my clock.
Yeah,
They look like a team that wants the break for Kettering.
Half time can't come soon enough for Kettering. They are on attack. Kettering now. The ball just cut out by the Bradford defence.
Yeah, Fielder's really stepping up in the back end of this half. He's putting in some nice balls defensively, and he's putting in some nice balls when Bradford are on the attack. And actually, defensively, he's coming up with some big plays. He's proving a key component for Bradford now.
The ball is sent out towards Will Longbottom. The challengers come straight in. Oh, there's a bit of a scrap here. Longbottom's just shoved the defender over. It's getting all a bit heated.
Not sure what happened here. Whether Miles has said something to Longbottom. They're still going at it.
Yeah. All the players swarming the referee now. He's telling them to go away.
Fair play to Lee Glover, the Kettering manager. He got straight in the middle of that immediately. He was not having whatever was about to come.
I think Longbottom initially took down the ball and the challenge came in from Ellis Miles from behind, and I don't think Will Longbottom was very impressed with that and then retaliated. He's just been spoken to by the referee now, and the referee has pulled his yellow card out, and it is a yellow card for Will Longbottom. First booking of the game.
Well,
for either side.
If history is yet to repeat itself, I've got to say, we didn't mention pre-game, but this could be a real feisty one as well, looking at the game last season. Yeah, I saw again had 2 red cards in the space of 5 minutes in the second half, and
That's not what Bradford need at the minute. They need to find the goal.
That was a late winner as well for Bradford in that game. For those who remember, Nicky Clee basically won it with the last kick of the game. It's fair for it to be more feisty, I think, than we think.
Yeah, Bradford were awarded a free kick for that challenge on Willow Bottom. There's just a little bit of an argument going on before play gets resumed.
Yeah, Staunton not very happy that the Kettering man is stood there like he's trying to defuse
He's currently doing star jumps on the pitch.
It looks like he's trying to defuse a rugby conversion rather than a free kick, but in the end it doesn't come to anything.
As well held by Cameron Gregory for Kettering.
Finally got these Bradford fans to start talking.
Yeah.
You just hear it start to murmur a bit more. They're on the edge of the seats and early at the back end of the first half.
Bradford are chasing the goal before half time. There's just been a free kick awarded to Kettering on the left hand side for a foul. Didn't look like much, just a little bit of a shove.
It was a weak foul to give away. If you're Bradford, you were annoyed with that one. It's really unnecessary, actually. But Kettering, have they got one more trick up the sleeve before the end of the half?
Free kick is sent in towards the back post. Frank Cooper heads down, but it is collected by Avenue Cooper. Another feisty challenge on the far side.
Reece Sharp, excuse me, that one.
The game started to get a bit feisty now.
2 minutes of extra time, of injury time, but there could be a chance for Bradford.
The ball has trickled in over the line. Bradford equalise, or have they?
Oh, it's all going off in the box.
It's all going off in the box. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. The ball did initially go over the line, and someone has been brought down. I think it's Jamie Spencer's just been dragged to the floor by a Kettering player.
It's all going off, mate.
All going off. As I said, the ball did initially go over the line and it looked to be kicked out of Cameron Gregory's hands and then trickle over the line for the equaliser. But the referee did blow his whistle for a foul. And the medical team is on now for Jamie Spencer, who's still on the floor.
It was pressing when the Knights running behind and managed to track it back. The goalkeeper didn't quite read it. I believe it was Longbottom who got there first. Just poked a foot at the ball and absolutely took the goalkeeper out of the game altogether. Kettering's defence just came stacking in. They just someone wanted to clear it.
So many bodies in the box. But the ball did go over the line. But I don't think the goal has been awarded to Park Avenue. The referees are just having a little conversation in the box about what happened after. There was a lot of pushing and shoving between the two teams.
Well, I think if it's not a goal, then there's going to be a card. I don't say red. There didn't look to be anything too malicious in there, but
it's got to be a card for somebody.
Players flying everywhere. There was, either flying everywhere or dropping on the floor. We'll see who he's calling over.
It looks to be Cameron Gregory from Kettering Town and Gary Storer. He's just having a little word with them both.
He's definitely arguing his case, isn't he? He's very animated. Is Gary?
Oh, it's red card. Red card for the keeper. He's gone off. Been sent off for that. Oh, you're just saying it.
Has he red carded the keeper or has he red carded Storer?
He's red carded one of them. I think it is the keeper that is sent off. You did say it was getting feisty.
Well, I don't think this will be the. Oh, put the red card away now. It's really exactly this case, isn't it, Cameron Gregory.
Yeah, I believe it is Cameron Gregory. He's taking the gloves off now. What a game we have here. So
He looks as bewildered as I think we do, Connie.
Yeah, I actually not too sure what he did wrong. I think the ball was kicked out of his hands as he came to claim the ball.
He says it. He hasn't responded to the
Yeah,
ball
I
going
think
in,
it
having a
was.
player piling on him.
I think it's something afterwards that has happened, and he's retaliated to one of the Bradford Park Avenue players. I think that's why he's been sent off. Not too sure, but all I know is that Bradford have 11 men on the pitch.
And he's straight down the tunnel too. A change as well for
Park Avenue.
Bradford.
Yeah, Rhys Staunton has been substituted off before the half here. Looks maybe a slight injury, looks disappointed to come off. Not sure of confirmation why he's come off, but the change is Brad Doherty has come off on for him.
Looks like he's stretching out a hamstring.
Oh, somebody's not happy there. It just slams the door behind us.
I think that's the goalkeeper.
Yep, I believe that's the goalkeeper.
He's not very happy. We made us all jump there. Someone's
Down
taken the door
the
for inches below us.
Somebody's not happy today. And it looks, can't actually see who has gone in replacement goal for Cameron Gregory because they have swapped shirts and one of the players has gone back in the goal.
I think something more's happening below us because there's a lot of people on this side still looking in to see what's happening.
The game is back underway now after that altercation in play. There'll be quite a bit of added time to the additional 2 minutes that was shown by the referee. So Bradford now with the advantage look to go on the counter attack. It was all going so well for Kettering. They had the goal. Oh, the ball is sent in. It's pinball. Oh, bodies flying everywhere. For Kettering, they just about survived that attack.
And that's the last play of the half. If that was, what a final 5 minutes, if that we've had. It's first a sending off and then 3 back-to-back shots. Doherty straight on the field thought, I'm going to have a go for a goal. I've done what no one's been able to do already, put it in the back of the net. Has it deflected, comes to Preston, he has it deflected, even more. Jacob Blythe has a go, he has it deflected, and Kettering clear. What an end to the half, Connie, but Kettering somehow still have this 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
What a half of football, what a last 5 minutes of football, really.
Crazy half of football, that. Good end to the half there.
And it was 1-0 Forsyth with that goal on 27 minutes after decent bit of pressure from Bradford. They'd had a couple of chances, Kettering too, but the visitors made it count, putting it at the back of the net. And then Bradford, another few chances. Preston and Longbottom, two of the bigger guys with the bigger chances before we've just had that absolute madness that has seen the Kettering keeper Cameron Gregory shown a red card.
Straight red card for some kind of retaliation in the box.
And well, what second half we're in for? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to Salford Connie for the last 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
So, welcome back to the second half of this very, very intriguing match between Bradford Park Avenue and Kettering Town. Just towards the end of the first half, there was a red card for the Kettering goalkeeper, who are incidentally leading 1-0 thanks to a goal from George Forsyth in the first half, headed in from a corner kick. There was some altercation, and obviously Cameron Gregory for Kettering Town has been sent off for what we believe is a little bit of violent behaviour towards some of the Park Avenue players in the box. So the teams are just coming out now for the second half. There was a late sub for Bradford Park Avenue towards the end of that half. In the gist of all that,
That was a remarkable way to that first half, Connie. We had the red card. We've got another sub as well.
yeah, Brad Doherty did replace Reece Staunton towards the end of that first half, which looks to be an injury for Staunton. We're not too sure, but potentially an injury, as he did walk off holding his hamstring.
Oh, the subs, Harrison Hopper's come on the field for Jamie Spencer. But like I was saying, it was an absolute crazy end to that first half. It was not only that the red card and George Forsyth, the goal scorer, is now in the goal. We also had Bradford really had what was the best chance of the game. They had 3 shots, all saved by Forsyth at the first time of asking. It was remarkable end to the first half, and more exciting in the second. It's turning out near enough like the last meeting between these two sides here last season, where we obviously had those two red cards in that game.
And now we have a red card in this game as well. So the game has now kicked off, and Bradford are awarded a free kick towards the far left side in the defensive third.
It's going to be important for Bradford to just get back to where they ended that first half. Let's push on up the field, keep making those connections nicely. There's not been too much changing apart from Doherty and Hopper coming on. Good substitutions, so it's keeping up the service to Jacob Blythe, who hopefully can start making a few more runs in behind and hopefully getting his foot on a goal. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Bradford with the advantage will be looking to score early on in this game to maintain their unbeaten run so far in this league and extend it to 6 wins.
It's going to take a lot of asking though. One goal looks okay on a scoreboard, but mentally to start a new half, yes, thankfully they conceded early, not a late goal. So they've got time on their side, Bradford, but mentally it's going to take something to draw and hopefully for you Bradford Park Avenue fans win this game.
Yeah, Kettering will be standing firm in this first half, holding on to that lead. They were defending well in the first half, but obviously have a prospect of facing a full team of Bradford compared to their 10 players. Bradford did just have a shot on goal, just a low driven shot, rather scuffed, and it just went out. Luckily for Kettering.
There was a new boy, Doherty, as well. He's come on at the end of that first half, played seconds. He's played seconds into this second half and already nearly nabbing himself a goal. That'll be something that'll excite Mark Bower.
Yeah, what an introduction that would have been. He'd have stuck that one in the back of the net.
It shows the players he's bringing on and making a difference. That's as a substitute, that's really your main job, isn't it? To change the game.
Come on and make a difference. So a long ball sent forward now. Jordan Preston was chasing the ball, but a free kick has been awarded to Kettering there.
Frank Cooper's the man that did well to hold up the ball. I'm not sure quite whether I agree with the call of a foul. Preston was knowing of the ball. It was a clever play, I guess, from Cooper to just use that pressure, felt the arm around him and drop to the floor, get a cheap foul, but
It's what Kettering need, isn't it, with the 10 men? They just need to keep the ball away from their box if they want to hold on to their 1-0 lead, given to them by the now goalkeeper George Forsyth, who's doing pretty well in goals so far.
Well, let's see what we're saying at 5 o'clock when it's full time. Let's see if he's a happy man then or whether Bradford has taken the spoils. We'll have to see.
Kettering are on the attack at the moment. The ball is sent in towards the box, but it's cleared out for a corner kick to Kettering.
Well, it's that man fielding. He's played we touched on him a few times in the first half, and not just for his defensive capabilities like we've just seen, but attacking wise as well. He was causing a few problems for Kettering coming forward. Hopefully we'll see him do a bit more of that, but now he needs to really get his defensive head on and get that ball cleared. Can't be conceded from another set piece like they did last time.
The corner comes in, but it is wasted by Kettering. That is a great opportunity for them to try and add to their lead with 10 men. But I don't think they'll be getting many more opportunities given to them like that as Bradford Park Avenue begin another attack.
No one went for the ball there. They didn't want to. There looked to be a set play, but no one really read it, did they? It was straight through and going for the goal kick. So good news for you Bradford fans.
Yeah, Bradford are just slowly building up the possession. Just waiting for the right opportunities to send the ball forward. Kettering are sticking to their jobs at the minute though, and are defending well. Just another block there for a Bradford throw.
You can see quite clearly, Connie, that they've got that 5 at the back really solidly sorted, and the 2 in defence have got the 2 guys in midfield and just 2 up front. But that's well won there by Gascoigne. Here they come.
Yeah, it's 3 against 3 here.
Well one down in the corner from Bradford. Sorry, it was Storer the guy who dispossessed Bradford and pumped it down into the corner, but well one to bring it away.
Yeah, Sam Bennett was unlucky there to not threaten Park Avenue goal.
I think the warning lights were going for the team in green and white. They were a bit unsure. But this is looking a bit better now. A bit of space coming forward.
Yeah, substitute Brad Doherty just drove through the midfield there. Tried to play a ball looking for Lucas Odston, but it was cut out. And then Kettering did go on the attack there. Sam Bennett just had a shot.
Frank Maguire's definitely having his moments. You can tell that he's from a top-rate academy in Sheffield United. He's got some real problems. In that first half, he's doing the same again. Early doors in the second half. He's eagerly getting forward. He's causing the Bradford defenders to really be thinking at ones and twos and know where each other are. And it just allows Sam Bennett to have the opportunities like he just had to put a really nice shot in, but just wasn't to be this time.
Yeah, a long ball was sent over the top in the direction of Jordan Preston. He just was unlucky not to capitalise on that ball and was out-muscled. And a free kick was awarded to Kettering.
It's going to be a throw on the far side for the visitors, who I personally say have started this half slightly better. Not that Bradford haven't really come out of the traps. Have had a couple of nice moves, and that opportunity from Doherty really does stand out. But Kettering, to say they're a man down and an unconventional goalkeeper, they're coming forward again here, Connie.
The ball, Sam Bennett has just played it across, well cut out by Brad Doherty there. Kettering still remain with the ball though. They're attacking to the right hand side.
It's that man Maguire again.
Yeah, Maguire.
Somehow managed to keep that in play. It's dancing with the touchline.
And it's gone out for another corner kick to Kettering. And I must say, even with 10 men, they are attacking very well and applying the pressure to Bradford.
They've come out with a game plan, Connie. Whether it's to play on the counter attack like they currently are doing, getting a bit of dispossession, and there's men up there to keep going. But also Maguire's been dangerous, Bennett's been dangerous. And that's all despite having the goal scorer in this game so far, George Forsyth, taken from the field.
Corner's well dealt with the Bradford defence there, but Kettering still remain on the attack and are applying pressure to Bradford's box. It's another shot there from Keaton Ward.
Yeah, nothing quite on that. Not a lot of power, easy enough for the Bradford goalkeeper to deal with. Absolutely. Textbook stuff from Sykes Kinworthy. Disappointed with the shot though, Ward. Got to get a bit more on it.
Doherty is on the ball now. He's just played it backwards towards his captain. Kettering are keeping their shape very well.
Well, they're staying with that 5 at the back, and they've been consistent. It's currently dropped to a 4 because they keep sending Keaton Ward or Frank Maguire on a bit of a run upfield. But they're staying quite consistent. If they can keep that 5 at the back, plus the 2 midfield guys, and keep them holding when Bradford have the ball, I can't see Bradford breaking them down. It's a good system that's working, but Bradford has to come up with those answers if they want to get an equalising goal and possibly go on and win this game.
Kettering are standing firm for now, but I think as the Bradford attacks keep on coming, they will struggle. Gonna struggle. There's that to become a bit tired.
Yeah, it was a desperate attempt from Blythe. Pulled it back across the box. It was 3 but queuing up for the shot, really. Decided that man with 5 goals in his last 12 games had get a bit of a lick on it, and he ends up not having the impact he wants. Not really troubling George Forsyth, so stays as it is.
Yeah, still 1-0 to Kettering in this second half.
Ooh, a bit of a stinger those.
Yeah, a bit of clash there between Jordan Preston and the Kettering defender. A free kick has been awarded to Kettering.
Yeah, Stephen Morley there down on his haunches. He's not comfortable, but just be a stinger.
A bit of afters after the ball had gone. Caught him a bit late, did Jordan Preston.
It's another one of those cheap fouls. We've seen Bradford give them away. Really, if they could do with styling out of their game, doesn't help them with possession. And possession is something that they're going to need. And to keep hold of the ball is something they're going to desperately need if they want that goal. That's how Kettering got their first half goal. They built that pressure, they took the time, they were moderate about it.
Bradford slowly building up. They attack a low driven ball that is sent in towards the box, looking for Blythe, but it is cut out just in the nick of time by the Kettering defender.
Yeah, Doherty at that time looked really lively actually. Brad Doherty, really impressive. Put a nice one in, gave the centre-back something to think about.
Bradford are building from the back again. Just applying the constant pressure now to Kettering, looking for that equalising goal.
Well, starting a nice position with a high line. You have to be careful that they don't give away fouls like that, or it just undoes the hard work
Yeah, another cheap foul given away by Bradford there. It's not what they need. They need to keep the possession and the momentum, keep pressuring this Kettering defence if they want to get the equaliser. They need to keep hold of the ball a lot more.
If they could start getting a few corners, start actually testing foresight, get the ball into Blythe, but like I said, in a similar sense to the first half, Kettering are doing a really good job at keeping Blythe well locked down. He's had a couple of shots as Bradford win back the ball.
And Doherty in possession at the minute. Just played it through in the midfield.
It's finding the key that fits the lock at the minute for Bradford. It's looking, if you can't get the ball into Blythe, where's Preston and Longbottom? Well, that's a nice one for Doherty.
Great run there. Ball sent into the box. Blythe is on the ball, cuts it back, and a shot straight over the top and into surroundings by, I believe that was Jordan Preston's shot.
It was a big hit. It was a big hit. It was very unselfish of Blythe to play it back outside the box. It was a speculative shot, put it that way. It's one of those that, if it's on target, it's an absolute stunner. Watch that on TikTok and on Instagram tomorrow morning, but not to be.
Not to be just yet, but they are knocking on the door at Bradford Park Avenue. There's a foul there by Frank Maguire. He's just pulled back Doherty by his shirt as he was on the attack going forward. And there is a yellow card being shown for Maguire there.
Yeah, he got a little bit desperate. He knew that Odin Stunnock had got the beating of him.
Knew Doherty had one over and on there and was about to go down on the counter attack. So tactical foul from Frank Maguire there to pull him back.
Trying to be a bit cheeky and play the ball over the halfway, but referee's not having any of it. Pushing him back.
So free kick just to be taken just behind the halfway line. Thumps forward into the Kettering box. Nearly. Great opportunity there for Bradford to equalise.
Really great opportunity, Connie. It was almost unsuspecting, really, because it was a Kettering man who got his head on the ball first. It just went absolutely in the wrong direction. Fell to Jordan Preston, who was inches away from the goal. He was slap bang in the middle. All he needed to do was really add a sort of a touch to it to get it in the back of the net, but somehow it didn't. It stays 1-0 somehow.
Yeah, standing goalkeeper George Fly. Forsyth did very well there to just keep that out and stop it from crossing over the line. Keeping his side in it still.
Oh, for an unconventional goalkeeper, he's doing a pretty good job. So far, it's keeping his scoreline at 1-0.
So Kettering have the ball inside the Bradford half, but there's just been a free kick awarded to Bradford now. This free kick is taken quickly, sent forward, is well cut out by the Kettering defence.
It's not the first time we've seen Bradford try that tactic. Get the free kick, play the ball as quickly as possible, keep the speed going, try and catch that defence out. Like I said, there will be a key for this Kettering defence. Bradford have just got to find it. Whether it's speed, whether it's making an unconventional run.
Forcing the mistakes from Kettering as well. Just keep applying the pressure. Bradford do need an equaliser sooner to keep their unbeaten run alive.
Speculative challenge from
Jordan Preston just has a shot just from outside the edge of the box, but it is blocked by the Kettering defender.
A little bit of shutterboating as well. It's still a little back heel there as it just allowed Harrison Hopper to put the ball in. It's playing with a bit of tempo now, Bradford, so keeping this Kettering defence asking those questions, keeping them on the toes. Oh, big chance for Doherty. He's going to try to get on his left foot. Just worked out wide long bottom.
Bradford still have the ball and applying constant pressure.
Oh my!
Just off the crossbar, shot there. Nearly the equaliser for Bradford. Calls for a penalty, but referee plays it on.
Absolutely remarkable. The ball is, the minute, it's not going in the net for Bradford. I've not seen an opportunity as cut out as that in this game so far. The ball came back nicely, and I believe it was Fielding, just absolutely put his boot through it.
Yeah.
From outside the box, hits the crossbar, and it bounces down. It's like Frank Lampard back in the World Cup, except it's gone on the wrong side of the line. It's not goal side, it's out of play, and then the penalty call is long bottom goes for another speculative hit.
Yeah, shot from distance there from long bottom, just wide. Just on that last chance there, Kettering are very, very lucky that ball did come bouncing off the crossbar, because that was hit with so much power by Sam Fielding. It could have been the equaliser.
Mark Bowe's got to ask those questions as well. I can understand him and his staff going absolutely mental just below us. It did look like there might have been a small pull that sent the Bradford man down. They have a right to ask that question about if that was a foul in the box, and if they should have had a possible penalty. They'll feel very aggrieved.
Yeah, Bradford should have potentially had a penalty there, but the referee just completely ignored the case and let play on.
I stood by his decision. He was not giving that penalty at all.
Bradford are still on the attack here. Preston plays the ball out wide to Doherty, dribbles forward. It stops in his tracks by the defender, but still retains possession of the ball, and the ball has now been sent back to the Bradford defence.
It's not how they need to be playing. They need to be playing positive here, Bradford, but that's a much better ball.
Ball is sent forward, is completely missed by the defender, Kettering defender. Jordan Preston lays onto the ball, but is unable to get the cross in, and Kettering defend very well.
It's lucky they got off. They had a bit of a let off there, Bradford, because they're playing negatively back towards the goalkeeper. They need to be looking at getting that ball forward, promoting it into the box. Now's the time. You can tell by the way that the players are reacting. They want to get this ball into the box and want a goal desperately.
Doherty has just had the ball in the corner and he's played it back, but Kettering now awarded a free kick from a foul by.
I think it was Richmond, that one. He ran down the line quite nicely, ran it to the byline, and instead of forcing the foul on himself, he forced the foul on Kettering. So
yeah, let them off the hook a bit there, because Bradford were attacking very well and are looking for the equaliser.
Going to need it desperately, looking at how long they've got left in the game. Played 20 minutes and a half.
Still plenty of time to find that equaliser. Blythe plays it out to Doherty. Doherty puts in a cross, but it's safely gathered by George Forsyth.
It's okay. I think you can feel the Bradford fans getting a little bit restless. They're expecting a goal, they're wanting a goal, they can feel one coming. But I don't mind that from Odenston there, putting that ball in the box, making the defenders think, making Blythe think. Most importantly, making the goalkeeper think. But Forsyth stepping up to the plate. If you're a league lover, you're going to be very. At the minute, he's playing a man of the match performance.
Bradford is still continuing to apply the pressure on this Kettering defence.
Nice cutting field from Odenston, trying to do a little turn, keeping the ball alive.
Preston on the ball now. Cuts past one defender. Has a shot. Oh, just off the post. Forsyth just left it go through. There's a penalty awarded to Bradford Park Avenue. We knew it was coming. Constant pressure there. As the ball came back off the post, there was a foul in desperation just to clear the ball. But Bradford awarded a penalty kick.
And it's about time. We've had the crossbar hit, we've had the post been hit. It was a rocket of a shot from Preston, trying to burrow it in the bottom corner. Just comes back and it's Harrison Hopper right on the penalty spot, no nearabouts. Gets dragged down. It gets tripped up. Excuse me. It's a simple call for the referee. They weren't sure about the penalty call earlier. They are 100% sure about the penalty call here, Connie. That was
100%
absolutely, and gets the yellow card.
Yeah, just being booked for some words afterwards, as expected. Kettering swarmed the referee, pleading their innocence, but his decision was made up, and it is a Bradford Park Avenue penalty. It looks like top scorer Jacob Blythe is set to take the penalty. He's currently playing around with the ball, waiting for the referee to sort the situation out between the Kettering players.
Nice. I was going to say it's a simple call, I think, for Bradford. They know who they're giving that ball to. It's the man who's got 5 goals in 12 games. He's got a good record. He was a goal scorer. He spoke this week saying that the target was to survive relegation. They're looking higher. They need to be winning games like this. And what better man to give the ball to than the man who can finish with those nice pink boots on as well.
Blythe steps up, little run up. Oh my God, he's absolutely skied it. That's disappointing from Bradford there. Standing goalkeeper George Fife doesn't even need to do anything, just stands on his line. And that's an opportunity wasted for Bradford to try and find the equaliser there.
Absolutely, Connie. It seemed very rushed. But it nevertheless looked an okay run up. He timed it nicely. I'm not sure where he was trying to place it, but it was too much power. Got his foot right under the ball and scooped it over the net.
Another chance gone begging there for Bradford. Glorious opportunity to equalise from the spot, but unfortunately for them, Jacob Blythe, their top scorer, couldn't convert, and it's still 1-0 to Kettering.
And they'll be feeling like they are very lucky for Kettering because they've had a few let-offs now. The Bradford have had near enough the chance for 3 goals. If not, they should have had 3 goals.
That penalty miss was a very, very big letter for Kettering. Almost undoubtedly, you'd expect Jacob Blythe to convert that spot kick and get Bradford back into the game. But luckily for Kettering, it was skied.
Look, the linesman signalled like there was going to be a substitution there, but decided against it. But absolutely agree.
So play goes on. Bradford are still attacking. And are desperately now looking for the equaliser. That's misplaced and Kettering are now on the counter-attack. Sam Bennett leading the charge.
Well, they do really well to diffuse that Bradford because, as expected, I think Kettering will play much of this half on the counter-attack. It's going to be important that they close them down very quickly, but they're pulling up a foul.
Yeah, just on the halfway line there. 2 players colliding.
And now the substitute card is coming out.
Yes, Kettering are looking to make a substitution.
From having a quick glance at the scoreboard, I think it's going to be Sam Bennett that's coming off.
Sam Bennett is being replaced by Tyrone Lathwaite. Sam Bennett being applauded off the pitch for his efforts this afternoon. He's had quite a few shots. He's unlucky not to have scored.
Absolutely, he's had a couple of good opportunities, but they've got a person in very capable in Tyrone Lathwaite, just 22 years old. He's Northern Ireland under-19s international. A welcomed arrival this season, so let's see what he can do.
Straight into the action as that free kick is sent forward. He's on the ball now, quite eager to impress, but has lost it. No, Bradford have lost it now. Kettering are charging forward on the attack, and for 10 men they are doing very well.
It was Stower that came charging onto that loose ball, and there's not much Bradford could do. Lathwaite, well, I'm quite happy with his first touch. I think he just got his feet, lost his feet all over the shop.
There's a bit of a miscue there from Kettering. The defender was shielding it for George Forsyth in goal now to clear the ball. He goes to kick the ball, but the defender takes charge and then sends the ball forward. Bradford are now in possession of the ball, looking to build another attack.
Well, the key here for Bradford is time's running out. It's really now or never. They need to start putting that ball into the box. Need to be giving the forward something to look at, giving them an opportunity.
And they need to get the ball forward as much as possible now. Really test this Kettering defence that has so far been holding on to their lead.
They've done really well, but that's a nice drive and a nice foul one as well against Ellis Miles.
Yeah, Will Longbottom with a driving run towards the box has been pulled down. Flying Miles.
Hot, isn't he, Ellis Miles? Saw it kick off in the first half. Had a bit of a go at Longbottom. It's been a bit of a feisty clash between those two players today.
It looks like Longbottom has the upper hand over Miles. Just giving a dangerous free kick away on the edge of the box.
It's a real nice opportunity as well for Bradford here. We've seen them have free kicks in that first half, but they were too far away. They were too more than the halfway line than they are in this position. But this is absolutely a perfect place. You just in. Really got your eye on the top left corner. Look at where they are. They're just off the edge of the D.
Looks like Will Longbottom will take it as he steps up.
You could be surprised here, can't I? Oh no, it is.
Oh no, it is Will Longbottom. And he goes straight over. Disappointing there from Longbottom. His effort goes over the wall and just misses the top far corner.
It's always going to be a difficult one because as he's a left footer, he's always trying to curl that against the grain. The goalkeeper you'd like to think has that covered. Would I have rather seen Sam Fielding, who was also looking over that? Would I have rather seen him have a go as well with that right foot, trying to bend it to the right corner? Absolutely. I think you're really asking questions of your goalkeeper on that way, but instead it's a simple take and it goes straight over that crossbar and easy for Kettering. They don't have to worry about it at all.
Yeah, another opportunity wasted there by Bradford. His time is running out for the equaliser now. As Kettering send that ball forward, but it's easily claimed by George Sykes-Kennyworth.
If they need anything to power them through the next 20 minutes or so, the remainder of this game, Bradford Park Avenue, it needs to be that there's some beating runs on the line. They need these 3 points in order to not get sucked into the battle with relegation. 3 points would mean so much looking at the table. It pushes them in towards dealing with the top boys. But if a defeat, and Kettering are now up with them and causing them problems. So really, that needs to be what gets Bradford through the next 20 minutes and inspires them to hopefully a goal.
Yeah, with this 1-0 lead, Kettering are above the relegation and currently level on points with Bradford Park Avenue, who have dropped down into 18th position. So they just need something to try and find the equaliser. That could be it. A ball is sent into the box, but is well dealt with and cleared by Kettering. There's a chase on now for Tyrone Laithwaite, who is pulled back by Sam Fielding. There's no opportunity there for him. He had to do that to stop an almost certain goal for the Kettering substitute, Tyrone Laithwaite. He does receive a booking, does Sam Fielding.
Naturally, it was all over him. It was practically bear hugging him, to be honest. It was more like a rugby tackle than it was a traditional football tackle. He did really well there, Laithwaite. It's a clever foul to give away. I think that's what we'll say of Sam Fielding's effort. But looking at the position, it's similar to actually where Bradford just had their free kick. And it's going to be Keaton Ward who's head over the ball.
Yeah, it was a foul that Sam Fielding had to make to stop that second goal potentially for Kettering. And
well, there's nothing against George Sykes-Kenworthy either, because he's, apart from the goal, has stood pretty strong in goal today. He's held his own when they can, but they go for a clever free kick.
Ward takes the free kick, but doesn't put it into the box, and nothing comes of it. And then Fielding has sent the ball forward on the wide to Preston. His ball into the box is well cut out and then eventually cleared away by Kettering.
What a chance again from Bradford. They spotted the space out wide. This is where the wing backs aren't quite pushing up. They can find that space, whether it be Doherty or Preston. And straight the ball, put it in the box. It comes back out to Blythe, and there's just nothing there. It's a simple clearance. Kettering, like we said, are going to keep playing on this counter-attack. So Bradford really just get on the possession and hold the ball. Because Kettering feel like they've maybe got this game won.
It's not over yet. We're approaching the last 10 minutes. Kettering are still leading 1-0 at Horsfall Stadium. But Bradford are continuing to apply the pressure. The ball has just been sent forward into the box. It's cleared with his feet by George Forsyth and out for a Bradford throw-in.
What doesn't happen, what doesn't work on the left-hand side of the field as we're looking at it, it happens on the right. Richmond causing problems with a nice bit of space as well, putting it straight into the 6-yard box, and that's another nice one from that man, Luca Haven. Just trying to get the ball in the box however they can, Bradford.
That's a nice searching ball. Pounds. His header just missed Jacob Blythe.
Well, it's not away either, Richmond. It's back again.
It's well cleared by Kettering.
This is where I think, as a Bradford, I think that this is where you want them. You want Kettering just clearing the ball, clearing it to wherever they can. You want them getting rid of it out of the box.
The ball is sent in. The managers are absolutely furious. That's given a foul against Bradford. They were on the attack and had an opportunity to put the ball in, but it's been awarded a foul to Kettering, which I think they'll gladly take.
I'm a little bit uncertain about that one, Connie. I'm not sure if it... I could see both sides of it. I'm sat on the fence, I'll be honest. Nevertheless, it really annoyed Mark Bower and the staff. Kettering, I think, just going to lock this up.
Yeah, Kettering have just made a substitution whilst that was happening. Frank Maguire went off and is replaced by Ethan Hill. Kettering are really doing well to hold on to this lead, but can they hold on for the last 10 minutes? Bradford really need an equaliser soon if they want to keep that unbeaten run going in the league.
How bad will they be ruining those the chances at the crossbar that hit the post? It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, they could be more lucky with that. I mean, they got the penalty awarded from that shot hitting the post, but Jacob Blythe unfortunately was unable to convert And I wonder how he must be feeling now, having that glorious opportunity to equalise from the spot, but wasn't able to. And Kettering still lead 1-0.
I'm just wondering what the. Just got a quick break in play. Because the referee's coming and having a conversation with both coaches. Both managers, excuse me. Not quite sure what the problem is. They keep jesting over to our commentary position in the pavilion where the changing rooms also are. Whether quite sure all the players are up and walking about, but
yeah, we're not too sure what has happened there. The ref has stopped play. It's just maybe some kind of issue.
we're now having a chat with the security.
But the play has been stopped and both sets of players have gone over for a water break. We're just not too sure what's happening right now.
Don't worry, you're not missing much, but well, it's the second half of the so far where Bradford are ruining all their missed chances. More specifically, the penalty missed by Jacob Blythe.
It looks like play's gonna get underway. We wasn't too sure what that whole situation was about. The referee had a talking to both managers, potentially for their over-exaggerations with these fouls awarded to their respective teams. But the players restarted with George Forsyth in goal for Kettering. We're still leading 1-0.
Do we know how much a goal would matter? To both sides, Kettering, their 1-goal advantage is giving them the lifeline they need to stay in the National League North. Giving them a better chance of staying in the National League North, should I say. Bradford, very much in need of a goal.
And desperately searching for a goal now as we approach the last 5 minutes of this game. There's probably plenty of added time added on for these stoppages in play and substitutions. I reckon about maybe 3 or 4 minutes added on towards the end. Bradford are still looking. That's a thunder shot there from Sam Fielding. He's just trying everything now to get an equaliser. Long shots from distance. But Kettering will take that all day long. He just went wide of the goal.
It's another speculative one. We've seen Jordan Preston have a similar opportunity, not from about the same range. That one was the one that hit the post, but Fielding liked what he saw, thought he could beat the goalkeeper, wasn't to be this time.
Yeah, the space opened up for Fielding to take that shot on, and it did take the shot on, but couldn't find the net. Bradford going again on the attack here.
It's easy enough for them. I think Bradford will keep coming forward as they will. I don't need any invitation to do that. But Kettering, 100% are sitting back and defending, but that's a nice ball in again.
The cross is sent in and defended well by Kettering. It's headed clear for a Bradford corner kick. They're going to throw everything at this corner kick, our Bradford.
And they've gone short as well, Connie.
It's gone short. It needs to get into the boxes to want that equaliser. Got to get it into the box anytime soon. They're just working around with the Kettering defenders here.
That's a nice step from Hooper, manages to keep his feet.
Cross is finally sent in. It's punched away by Forsyth. A shot is sent in by Preston. And it's cleared with the feet by George Forsyth in goal. And it's re-sent back into the net, but it's skied over. And another opportunity for Bradford is gone.
Doherty saw the light. He saw when I'm going to have this is my chance. It's my goal. Maybe it could have been better taking a touch. I don't know.
I think his eyes just lit up and saw opportunity there. for glory and just.
Wondering what could have been. Preston also a brilliant chance, but Forsyth, a player in the match performance today. He's stepping up in a position that is definitely not his own.
100%. I think the player of the match will be going to George Forsyth if his side can hold on to this 1-0 lead. Obviously, it is his goal in the first half that is the difference between these two sides, and now he's putting an absolutely great performance in goal and keeping his side in it.
Kettering will just look to go along here. Game's almost up. Like I say, I've got plenty of injury time for the couple of stoppages that we have had. But it's simple for the Town. Keep the ball, get it to the corner. That's a foul for them as well. That's going to help even better. And all, just like with the penalty, Bradford surround the referee.
Yeah, the manager there has just come running down the touchline, screaming, and I think he did swear from what I heard. But a foul is given away to Kettering. Just what they need is they want to keep on to this league.
It's a frustrating one as well for Boa. He's watched his side pretty much dominate the chances in this second half. He's seen them come so close. To give away another half-hearted foul. Be disappointed, and that's where the frustration's coming from.
Kettering are taking their time up this free kick, just wasting any possible time, try and keep on to the lead. It is eventually sent forward and is thrown back by George Sykes-Kenworth.
It wasn't the best of free kicks. I think if you were Kettering, you'd be looking to the corner, so it would take a bit of time.
8 minutes of added time the referee has added on. Sorry to cut you off there, but 8 minutes.
That's about expected, I'll be honest. It was, I'd rather giving it to the goalkeeper, which they just did, but Bradford will take it up, and they'll be the ones that will want and in need of this goal. They've got 8 minutes to do it, Connie. Can they do it?
8 minutes is plenty of time, although the ball isn't where they want it to be. It's currently in possession of Kettering inside their attacking third. And Kettering now will just look to run down the clock, waste as much time as possible, trying to hold on to this lead.
An important win at that as well. We've already emphasised just what this means to the club, what this will take them into, takes them, hopefully, depending on other results, how they've gone today, out of the bottom three, out of the depths of relegation.
Bradford really need to get hold of the ball now. It's currently Kettering who are applying the pressure, just keeping it at the back.
It also means that they'll have back-to-back wins, obviously, after that win over Peterborough before the new year. I think it's clear as well that not that Bradford have looked tired, but the extra week or so that Kettering have had to train for this game and prepare.
I think the extra week
played a bit more of an advantage.
Extra week has really helped them in preparation for this game. There's another substitution being readied here for Kettering.
Keaton Ward looking at the board, Colin.
Yeah, it looks like Keaton Ward is coming off for Lewis White. He's just using every trick in the book now, are Kettering, to hold on to this lead. Just running down the clock.
Absolutely as well. They're just locking it up. They're bringing on a centre back. They're locking this game up. This is, as if you're an NFL fan, this is your quarterback kneel. Back up those centre backs, and hope that Bradford can't unlock your back line.
Matt Bower is inspiring his team to go forward, apply the pressure in these last couple of minutes. Bradford desperately trying to get Blythe. Sends it to Preston. Oh my God, that is so unlucky from them.
Absolute unbelievable scenes. Absolutely unbelievable. Preston again. Going at the line, trying a bit of trickery. Gets a little 1-2 with Blythe. Hits it first time. Off the crossbar. Again. You can't write it. That ball is not going in the net today for Bradford.
It's a sliding challenge there by Leaf. No, Gary Storer there slides in. Just what Kettering need right now. Stopping Bradford's momentum to try and get that equaliser. Just unlucky there from Preston again. Like, just comes off the crossbar. Just so unlucky that for the second time in the match it's come off the crossbar. It's just, the goal just doesn't want to go in for Bradford. And time's running out. They really need a goal.
Yeah, Doherty backing up as well, and he just slightly messed it up. But here they go again.
Preston! Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! A last minute equaliser for Bradford Park Avenue. It is Preston. His shot takes it out from the edge of the box. A powerful strike straight to the corner. And it's 1-1 here.
Absolutely fantastic. He's the man who's deserved the goal. Jordan Preston. He's hit the post. He's hit the crossbar. Now he hits the target. Brilliant from the centre forward. Just cut back inside, took his time, got his head up, picked his corner. George Forsyth was nowhere near it.
There's nothing George Forsyth could do about that. Straight into that bottom corner. There was no stopping that. Kettering will feel unlucky. They've had this 1-0 advantage for the majority of the game, and in the closing stages to concede.
And there's more time to go as well. There's well over 3 minutes. We've only had, we're closing in on 3 minutes left, or 5 minutes of the 8 gone. There's plenty of time, and Kettering, they're desperate now to hold on.
Bradford are looking to try and get another goal and actually win this game.
Scores at 1-1.
Can they do it?
I'll be back in Bradford at the moment. They've got their inspiration going forward.
It's that man Preston on the ball again, at the heart of everything. Sent it out wide. The cross is going to come in. Can the Bradford head get on it? Oh, this just unlucky. It goes straight over the goal.
A real teasing ball there from Fielding. We've said how good he's been today in defence. There's the looking attack as well. Teasing, there's 3 players in there. Just couldn't get on a Bradford head. And there's still time on the clock.
There's still time to grab a late winner here for Bradford.
It's just like Matchday 2 all over again. Bradford needed a late equaliser in that game. They've got a late equaliser in this game. Here they come again.
It's picked up in midfield. Ball is sent out wide. Looking for Will Longbottom. It's just ran out of play, and Kettering will feel that they deserve that. It's a goal kick. They'll probably take as much time over this as possible.
More nice play again by Bradford, looking at that edge, exposing it. Doherty and Longbottom connecting. But just the final ball was just too long for Longbottom. And it just rolled out of play. So Kettering got to go long, got to get as far down the field as they can.
Trying to grab a late winner for either of these sides in these last couple of minutes of this game. Bradford will feel a lot better now they have an equaliser and their unbeaten run remains intact.
There's still time to win this though. We've got a minute left by my clock. We're keeping on watching the referee, but here come Bradford with Preston. Dispossessed, unlucky.
That goal for Bradford Park Avenue does send Kettering back down into the relegation zone. Just 21st position above Faz Celtic.
Oh, but Bradford coming forward.
Having played the game more. They are looking for a win. Bradford on the attack. It's well cleared. It goes out for a corner.
Nothing better than a corner with the seconds remaining. To take your time over this one. Are they going to go for an in-swinger? Are they going to go short like they did last time? I don't think they are looking at how they're stacking up. I'm surprised the goalkeeper hasn't made a quick rush up to trying to get his head on this. He stayed back.
That penalty box is stacked with Bradford Park Avenue players. Someone will be looking to get their head on this and just find a way to get it in the back of the net. Try and win this game. The ball is sent in, or that's just not what Bradford needed. And the full-time whistle goes here at Horsfall Stadium. Very unlucky there for Bradford, but they still remain unbeaten in this National League North. It's a very intriguing tie that we had today.
Absolutely, it was that second half absolutely dominated by Bradford. They had the majority of the opportunities. They had the majority of the ball. They just couldn't get it in the goal until extra time, where Jordan Preston, the man who hit the crossbar, the same man who hit the post, finally managed to wriggle that ball into the bottom corner for a memorable goal. Got to go down as a goal of the year contender already, maybe. But absolutely deserving for that second half performance. Kettering turned up and absolutely played themselves off the park. They were, in the first half especially, absolutely exceptional in defence. But just couldn't hold out into those final minutes. And like you say, Connie, it's going to make their job of staying in the National League North slightly difficult. For Bradford, though, pushes them a point up depending on other results. And they'll feel like, I think Mark Bower will feel like he got away with one there.
Yeah, Bradford are probably going to be pleased with that performance, that they have managed to find a way to grab a goal. They probably would have wanted a win today, but a draw is better than nothing, and they have kept their unbeaten run intact here.
I think that just rounds us off. The final score 1-1, Connie. It's been a fun afternoon. We hope that you've enjoyed listening to us.
Yeah, thank you very, very much for listening, and we hope you enjoyed our coverage of today's game. A very exciting game at that. A red card in the first half, substitution, goalkeeper standing in, made some excellent saves, and then all driver action here, in off the post, and crossbars, everything. Yeah, thank you for listening.
The final score, Bradford Park Avenue 1, Kettering Town 1. Thank you for listening.